Hey guys, this is Runner Faru here, and in this video, I'm going to be answering the question, is it worth it to modify your new Tsurinoya Dark Wolf Ultra from the static brakes back to the dynamic brakes? So, this is going to be a casting comparison between the Dark Wolf Ultra and the Dark Wolf Ultra. This is the newest version of the reel. This is my particular reel. And what I just showed you there is that I shoved two little toothpicks into the brake shoes to make them not be dynamic anymore. I did modify this particular version so that it is back to the dynamic version, and I used Shimano Curado BFS brake shoe springs. It was kind of a pain in the butt, but anyways, I'm using the Fishman Beams Blanc Sierra 4.8 UL, and this is a JDM rod. This is the first time I'm using this rod. I'm going to be reviewing this rod as well in the future. But anyways, this is me getting a wonderful backlash. It's the first time I've cast this setup, so bear with me. But anyways, I kind of apologize because this video is going to be a little bit short, and it was a little rushed because I actually sold my Tsurinoya Dark Wolf Ultra to a good friend of mine. So I didn't get as many casts in as I would have liked to. And so here I'm actually just showing you the spool tension setting that I like to have. I like to have a little bit of side-to-side play, and I like to babysit my spool with my thumb so that when the lure hits the water or the ground in this case, I don't get any backlashes. And so this is going to be my first good cast with the static setup. And yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and fast forward this part. But anyways, I do want to do a comparison with the Solo King Acura and the 2022 Shimano Aldebaran BFS, but those will have to be in a different video, so maybe I'll make this a series or something like that. And then I do have another reel coming in that I'm pretty stoked about because everybody seems to think that this reel is, the business, but we'll see. We'll see about that. But anyways, what I measure here is about 65 feet on the tape measure, and that's the Tsurinoya Dark Wolf Ultra in the static brake shoe setup, and that's the newest version that you can get right now on AliExpress. And so what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be taking out those two little toothpicks to make it so that the brake shoes can move dynamically. And so that's what I should be doing right about here. I apologize for not getting audio as well. It was a busy park, a lot of planes flying overhead. People were trying to set up behind me with a picnic or something like that. But anyways, you can see there the little toothpicks are now gone. And so the brake shoes are able to move freely. And so I am going to give myself a practice cast with this. And so here we go. And I don't measure this cast. Another, I guess, thing that I like to mention is that the brake settings that I like to use for this particular time was, I believe, 2. And the lure that I'm casting is a 5-gram practice lure. I think that 5 grams is a really good kind of sweet spot. Most of you guys are casting those trout minnow lures, those JDM ones, or the Tsurinoya versions, or the AliExpress ones. Anyway, so here, I believe, if you caught it, I think it was like 68 feet right there, but you can see that the tape measure line is kinked. And also, when I get back to the rod, I find that the tape measure has kind of moved down the line about a foot. And so realistically speaking, I probably was getting like 66.5 to maybe 67 feet at best with that first cast, or first good cast with dynamic brakes. And so I'm going to go ahead and reset up, and then get another practice cast, and then get another final cast in. But yeah, anyway, so yeah, you can see that the dynamic setup is casting further, and you can kind of, chalk that up to maybe that I was a little more warmed up for the dynamic setup. But overall, I did find that the dynamic setup seems, and I could be biased in this, but it seems to feel like it casts easier. I can't tell you why, but I do feel like the dynamic setup is a better configuration. So if you have the time, if you've got the know-how, if you've got the patience, and you've got the funds, because those Shimano Curado BFS brake springs are not cheap. They're like $10 each, and you need two, and they're really easy to lose. Anyway, so just guesstimating by this final cast, I think that I got maybe about 68 feet out of that cast, maybe 69 feet. So you do get a little bit further. Whether that's going to be consistent or not, I can't tell you because I don't have the reel anymore. But yeah, is it worth it? Well, it's up to you. If you've got the time, if you've got the patience, if you've got the funds, if you've got the know-how, then go ahead and do it. You've got nothing to lose. If you don't, and you just bought a new Tsurinoya Dark Wolf Ultra, well, it casts well, and it does just as good as the Dynamic. Anyways, that's it for this one. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.